What's good? What's good, y'all? What's happening?
What's happening, everybody? Man.
What's up, y'all? We love y'all.
Tonto.
What's happening, my guy?
Yeah. This is number one.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
First one.
Man, it's definitely the first one, bro.
Come on, man.
We would like to welcome all of our followers, all of our supporters. This is our very first episode of On to the Next. Man, this is a blessing to be here.
Yep.
We're doing this for our people, for our community. You know what I mean? We've seen a lot of things going on out here, and I think it's just time for us to give a voice. You know what I mean? Especially to the Crenshaw community.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's Crenshaw.
Stand
Shout
up.
out to Crenshaw.
You know what I'm saying? Stand up, Crenshaw community. We doing this for y'all. We doing this for pretty much everybody. You know what I mean? We're just trying to switch it up just a little bit, right, Tonto?
Yeah, man.
Give them something just a little bit different. You know what I mean? So, you know, this is what it is. This is On to the Next show. And you're going to get a glimpse into the world of Tonto and Sin. You know what I'm saying?
You know, a little gumbo pot. Yeah. We cook up a lot of stuff. We got a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Giveaways, prizes, raffles.
A lot of things about to be taking place. You know what I mean?
Celebrity guests.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You know, it's a lot.
Yeah, and a lot of information, you know, because you deal with health stuff, and, you know.
Yeah.
Try to inform people about what's coming, what's going on, what's happened, you know.
We're going to be unpacking a lot of things on this show. And we want you guys to always stay in tune with us. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But how you really do that is we're going to need you guys to like, subscribe, and share. You know what I mean? You guys already know what it is. And we need you guys to follow. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Stay up to date. We're gonna keep these podcasts rolling. But you guys are here witnessing us build this platform from the ground up.
Grassroots.
You know, like Tonto said, we have a lot of things in store. And it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. It's gonna be very informative, and you know, this is for the people. You know what I mean?
For y'all.
So we're going to jump right into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Being that we are from the Crenshaw district.
Right.
There's a guy in the news straight out of the Crenshaw district. Man. It's an unfortunate thing. But Big U is definitely in the news.
Man.
And, you know, it's crazy, man. You know, being from the Crenshaw area, I've run into Big U numerous times, bro.
Right.
I'm sure you have too.
Yeah, man.
It's never been no negative anything, you know what I mean?
Right.
And we definitely want to give shouts out to his family, prayers to his families, you know what I mean? Because we don't wish bad on anybody here at On to the Next. We hope that, you know, there is a positive outcome that comes out of this, you know what I mean? But it's just unfortunate right now that the community is facing what we're facing because, you know, regardless of what's being said, I believe that Big U has done some really good things for the Crenshaw community. And again, you know, it's unfortunate.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
And, you know, like you said, the families, you know, got to lose another black father in the family, you know. Due to some ignorance out here in the street, you know, alleged.
Right.
So it's a lot of Trump charges, though.
It is, man. It is. But, you know, like we're going to say, man, we hope everything works out for you, Big U. And shouts out to the family. Our prayers are with you guys. And we're going to keep it pushing on to the next, man. Currently, what's going on in the news right now, bro? This situation right here kind of got me a little bit jarred up. I'm not gonna lie, because it just kind of takes you back to the pain that the black community and just, you know, parents in general face when they have to hear something tragically happen to their kids.
Man.
Ryan Hinton is the fallen son of Rodney Hinton Jr. And pretty much what happened is that, you know, Ryan allegedly got into some things with his friends, and they let the police on the car chase, allegedly. When Ryan jumped out of the vehicle, it was allegedly said that he had a gun and pointed it at the police, and this was the reason why he was killed. After Rodney Hinton went to the police station, reviewed the footage, he left the police station really distraught. Now, it's been said that Ryan got out of the vehicle and just ran straight, and he really didn't point a gun. He didn't even have a gun in his possession. Now, some of the videos that are circulating on social media kind of coincide with that version of the story. and it kind of falsifies the police report. We are not dumb to that. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is.
It's definitely not our first rodeo with this type of thing.
It's definitely not our first rodeo.
That's crazy.
As a community, and I'm not talking about I'm talking about as a community of people around the world who've witnessed the just brutality.
Really, we traumatized, bro. The police, they need it, but it's the fact that when you see a cop, like how he started running, like because he was in fear, not the cop in fear,
right?
The young man was in fear. That's why he ran.
Right.
But due to him running, did he shoot him in the back? What?
I believe so. He got hit on the side and in the back.
That's crazy, bro.
And for the dad, they caught the dad down there, allegedly, again, all this is alleged, right? They called the dad down to the police station, Mr. Rodney Hendricks Jr. He went down to the police station. He looked at the video, and he left. So he left, but he didn't drive his car. His family members walked him out of there, took him home. He came back to get his car. The next day, allegedly, Rodney saw a police officer who was conducting some traffic things at a graduation or something like that, and allegedly hit this police officer, and unfortunately, the police officer lost his life.
Yeah, condolences to the officer that lost his life as well.
Definitely, you know what I mean? It's definitely condolences to the officer that lost his life.
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate, this is really one of those unfortunate situations. And it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't type of situation.
And it's gonna get worse before it get better.
It's for sure gonna get worse before it gets better.
Definitely.
Only because of the type of administration that we're under right now.
Definitely.
And I'm just gonna keep that
because that wasn't cool, bro. Like,
it wasn't.
They thought he had a gun. They killed him, and the father took justice in his own hand.
Right. And so when you really sit up here and you think about this, man, like if there are so many platforms on social media that are discussing this right now, it's really a sad situation because the police have really given themselves like a reputation, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm just being honest. I know that there's a million good cops out there.
Where they at, man?
I mean, man, I mean,
good cops, show your hands, man. Hey, you gotta blow the whistle on these bad cops.
I mean, man, but it's too easy for a young black male to get killed, and it's sad.
Brown males too.
And brown males too. You know what I mean? But it's really sad that it's an easy kill for a police officer if someone has a gun.
Right, like he's automatically guilty.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's not cool, bro.
And basically, you get now. Rodney did what he did, right? He did it for justice for his son.
Right.
He was
justice and the love of his son.
Straight up.
Yeah, man.
He probably felt like his son didn't get any justice. Well, I feel like he didn't get any justice because at the end of the day, man, it's one of those things that I think that police should not be judge, juror, and executioner.
Yeah.
Everybody has a right to a free trial, bro.
What they say they supposed to protect and what?
Protect and serve.
Come on, man. What happened to the basic code of policing?
Man.
Protect and serve. And they pledged to an oath, right? So they breaking their constitution and all of this stuff. So
they've kind of formed. I mean, the police are kind of I would say that the police are the biggest gang of America because they operate like a gang. Man. And again,
flag on the field.
It's no disrespect to any police officers out there, but this is really what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Because we need police.
And think about this. When that man showed up in court, there were, the very first time that he showed up in court, there were 30 police officers lined up.
That's intimidation.
Right behind this man.
Fear factor. They trying to scare him.
They definitely tried to intimidate him.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what this man did, though?
What?
Kept his head held up high.
Yeah, you better.
Chest out. And just as much as they were mad dogging him and giving him all the mean mugs, he gave them that exact same look right back. And at the end of the day, when you playing with kids, you're playing with someone's child.
Right.
You took someone's kid off of this planet.
They still doing that.
What do you expect is going to happen?
Nothing good.
And I think what's happening and what we're seeing is that people are just getting fed up, man.
Definitely, man.
People are just getting fed up. I don't want to see another young man lose his life, whether you're black, brown, white, whatever the case may be.
Right.
I don't want to see them lose their life to a police officer who is just ready to use their gun.
Yeah, because we already have enough black on black crime.
We
don't need police on black crime. Come on, bro.
It's just too much.
Man.
And these police officers really need to know, like, you're policing a community and these people have lives as well, too. The cop, and they haven't even named the cop who actually killed Ryan, but that cop got to go home, probably kiss his family, have dinner, do all of this stuff, bro. And he's probably still back outside on these streets, patrolling our streets now.
They ain't having that down there, bro.
You never know. There's been no report.
That probably was his intentions, but they got to check people's temperature in the city. So
yeah, but there's been no report that the officer has been relieved of his duty. There's been no report on who the officer was.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
There's been none of that stuff.
It's gonna be cracking then, man. They better, man. Where does happen at?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Hey, Cincinnati, y'all stay strong, man. Y'all figure this situation out, man. We in LA. We got police brutality, y'all. We traumatized. We paralyzed with a sadness. Yeah. Used to this stuff, man, but it's not good that we're used to it because they need to stop doing this stuff, bro.
I feel like we're on another. This might be another like George Floyd situation,
and that was crazy.
I mean? Because if you as you take to social media and you look at everything that's going on, you look at all the conversation that's surrounding, and let's just take race completely out the situation.
Right.
Everybody is siding with a father who was mentally distraught that his child was murdered.
Yeah, man. Was that his only son?
I'm not sure if that was his only son. But nonetheless, that was one of his.
So look at this. They killed his son, right? And so with Trump passing that law, if you kill a cop, you get
That's right. Killed. Trump wanted to sign an executive order.
So now they done killed two birds with one stone if he happens to get, the death penalty. See what I'm saying? Sad situation, man.
Yeah, man, it's definitely a sad situation.
That's crazy.
I'm hoping and wishing that they, that he gets off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hoping and wishing that he gets off because all of America feels his pain, bro.
Come on, bro.
All of America feels his pain.
And they watching. America's watching.
America is watching. And like I said, man. I don't care if you black, white, whatever the case is. If you have a child, you should definitely put yourself in the shoes of a parent who has lost a child.
Yeah.
Senselessly.
Yeah, because you never know what might happen to your child. Then you're going to be trying to get people to rally up for you, and it's like, oh, man.
Right.
They did that to our kids, so watch out.
But you know what it also shows, though? It also shows the lack of moral support for a life because they think that we, as regular civilians, are not as valuable. Our lives are not as valuable as police officers' lives.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think they put us in one bucket.
Do you see how quick this got on trial and everything like that?
Speedy trial.
Yeah. But when a police officer kills someone, there has to be all type of psychological evaluation, see what was going on with the officer, see what was going on with the individual. There's a lot of things that are going on.
Yeah.
And it just went like way too quick. It went way too quick, what I would think of. It's they're moving this trial really quick, and they're already trying to paint.
That's how they wash you up, man.
Right, they're already trying to paint Rodney Henson as like this monster, right? You know what I mean? And so when you think about it, though, right? Police have killed, according to ABC News, police have killed more than 100 children since 2020. I'm sorry, since 2015.
Yeah, that's a lot.
100 kids? What do these kids do? Like, I'm sorry, and I gotta say this.
Yeah, man.
If you're out here killing kids with no weapons, I'm sorry. I don't really know what to say, Tonto. I can't really have any remorse for a department of individuals who have gone through months and months of training, who have been issued weapons to make sure that you are protecting the people of the community, but you turn that training, you turn those weapons on to the people of the community and you use them at your own leisure.
Preach. Yeah, man. They've been doing it for too long, man. Hiding behind that badge.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
The badge does not make you more than the individual that does not have a badge.
Or a license to kill.
You're at work.
Oh man.
You're at work. You're upholding the law. You're at work and you're enforcing the law. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I don't know, man. As a father,
man, it's
bro,
deep, bro, for sure.
As a father,
we
bro,
both. Kids, man.
It just really hurts. You know what I mean?
Gotta protect the kids, y'all.
And then when you think about it, when we're talking about real statistics, right? Let's think about it. Because I even saw that there's a video going on out there where there's like, I want to say it's like these New York cops. I don't know necessarily where they're from, but for sure there is a video. I gotta pull it up, whatever the case is, because this is I'm sure
the East Coast.
This is not gonna be the first time or the last time that we talk about this.
Right.
But Black and Hispanic kids, statistically, are more likely to get killed by a police officer than any white kid.
For sure.
And
totally, dude.
But it's like, why though? We are just public enemy number one. By the time we walk out the door, I'm public enemy number one in my suit.
Yeah.
I'm public enemy number one in my street clothes. I'm public enemy number one when I got a smile on my face, when I'm eating a popsicle, when I'm on my cell phone. I'm still public enemy number one when a black and white pulls up, because all they see is a black or brown male right there. And I think these police officers get a kick out of killing our youth, man.
Well, it's because another reason why you totally correct, but because we call ourselves minors. I mean, not minors, minorities.
We don't call ourselves. We didn't give ourselves the name of minorities.
But I'm saying they call us that,
right?
And so it's like, oh, we less than. So they like, oh, I'll kill his ass. He's a minority. See what I'm saying? When we really the majority,
man.
You know.
Well, all I can say is that a lot of people side with Rodney Henson Jr.
Definitely.
A lot of people
Come
side
on, man.
with Rodney
Power
Henson
to the people.
Jr. And I definitely want to give a shout out to Rodney Henson Jr.'s brother. I got to get his name. But if you look at that video when they was in the courthouse, that man walked up there to tap on the windowsill just to make sure that his brother knew his support was in the building as well, man. Too. Because if you look in that courtroom on the day that they were going through the litigations and figuring out, it was a bond hearing.
Right.
And the day that they did that bond hearing, if anybody paid attention and they looked in that courtroom, those police officers got there bright and early and filled that courtroom up.
Of course. Had donuts, coffee, waiting.
It kind of, not like that. It looked like a Klan meeting to me, man. You know what I'm saying? But it was nothing but a sea of cops, all white cops in there, and just waiting for whatever the case is.
But they might have been anticipating something bad to happen. That's why they perpetuate the BS.
Yeah.
And then they sit back and like, yeah.
But they came to make something bad happen.
That's what I'm saying.
They knew that man's family was going to be there.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's horrible.
Come on, bro. And we could see them doing it. Like,
that's horrible.
It's so obvious now to where.
Man, it's.
Come on, y'all. Shit look bad.
It is bad.
Yeah, that's horrible.
It is bad. And I would urge everybody, right? And there's a lesson that comes from this. Number one, it is a lesson of how we tell our kids to interact with police officers.
Man, gotta teach them.
And I know that sometimes when people hear that, they're like, damn, man, even when we tell them, but we still gotta just drive that in their heads, bro. I tell my sons all the time, you get in run into with the police, man, stop, put your hands up, just be quiet, don't say anything, let them know you're a minor, let them know you have parents, and just make sure that you follow whatever order that they can. And even when, I'm going to be honest, even when we do say that, there have been times where children, young men, have lost their lives, even when they're complying and doing everything that they possibly can to...
Yeah, because it's fear, bro. They promote fear. So if it's a young dude, he's scared, he going to flinch, he going to do all kind of wiggling around. Yeah. And then all they got to do is say, hey, man, I was scared. He moving around, thought he had a gun. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that needs to be regulated better, bro.
Yeah, I would definitely say it needs to be regulated better. It needs to be, these police need to consistently go through training.
Or they need more cops from the communities to patrol those communities so they know the people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of somebody from Orange County patrolling somebody in Compton because they don't know the people in Compton, or somebody from Inglewood in the jungles.
Yeah.
He don't know them people over there, so he don't know how to deal with the community. That's why he quick to kill somebody. Or I was scared, so I had to shoot him because he was running. It's
really time for police reform. And you've heard everybody talks about police reform. And here's the funny thing about that, though, right? Because we have a new president.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. Trump.
Yeah, man.
Mr. Trump is in office.
Yeah. Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not. And one of the statements that Mr. Trump made during his State of the Union was that he pretty much thinks that anybody that kills a police officer should instantly get the death penalty.
Yeah.
I always find that amazing because, again, it goes back to the comment that I made that a regular civilian's life is not worth more than a police officer's life in the eyes of the government.
Right.
And I don't understand why that is. I've never understood why that is. Yes, these people are paid, they have a dangerous job and things of that nature, but it makes them kind of look like the animals that they would so-called call other individuals when you blatantly kill somebody.
Barbaric, man.
There's a video of an officer lady handcuffing a man and tasing him. Mm-hmm. He's already handcuffed. He's on the hood. She took out her taser and just tased him. Was like, you want some more of that?
Yeah, because she think that's funny. She think that's like, she letting her nuts hang, bro.
That's horrible, man.
Yes, it is, man.
That's horrible.
Look, the Rodney King. We could watch that right now and you'd be like, bro, all of these police slapping on this dude with Billy Clubs, what did he do?
That was horrible.
That's crazy. We still should be outraged from that.
That was horrible. So all I can say is that lives have been lost.
Yes, sir.
We got to look at this situation like this. 3 lives have been lost. Mm-hmm. You got Ryan Hinton, who is the 18-year-old that lost his life. Right. You have the police officer that died. Yep. And then you also have Rodney Hinton Jr., who is pretty much about to be facing. Yeah, who you don't.
Hopefully he's acquitted.
And hopefully, let me not speak too soon because I really hope that he is acquitted off of this because anybody's gonna lose their mind if something happens to their child.
Yeah, man.
Anybody's gonna lose their mind. So prayers going out to all parties involved. Like we said, on to the next. We don't wish bad on anybody.
Nope.
But we are here to really give you guys the real.
Yeah.
We're not gonna sugarcoat nothing.
Yeah.
And we're gonna just tell it like it is. But I just think it's a really messed up situation.
Yeah, that's facts, man. We're not promoting hate or none of that. It's all love, and this a family show. So we would like to prevent any of that happening. If we can.
Definitely, we want to prevent it. And again, it just goes back to having more conversations in your household about interactions with police. It also
communication.
It's about control. It's about power tripping. You know what I mean? Emotional. It's so many elements tied into this particular situation.
Yeah.
It's a lot to unravel, but we wish the best for everyone involved in this. And it's been too many people. It's been too many people, man. Almost every single year, something like this is taking place. More than probably just once a year. Black lives are being lost by the hands of police officers consistently every single year.
About 7 a year, 8 a year,
man, and 6 a year, somewhere 6 or 7 a year.
Yeah, that's still, bro.
That's a high percentage.
We should be outraged, man.
Yeah, we should be outraged. And these are the people that are paid to protect the community, but they have used their power to abuse and torture the community.
Man.
You know what I mean? So
shame on y'all. Shame.
We're gonna continue to keep our eye on this situation.
Definitely.
Over in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yes, sir.
Because it seems like the entire world is going to be looking at the actions of Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yeah.
And they're going to be looking at the actions of the district attorney out there to see really how they move forward. But at the end of the day, my prayers really go out to Ryan Hinton and Rodney Hinton's family, because you can see the pain, you can see that they're going through it, and we support them.
Definitely,
we definitely support them. But as we always do, we are on to the next. You know what I mean? Tonto, what you got for us, man? What you got for us, bro?
Man, the boy Smokey Robinson is in the news, man.
Ooh.
Messing with them workers, man.
Smokey Robinson?
Man, he didn't call the charge, man.
Yo, hey, Smokey Robinson is a legend.
What? Man, that's the green emerald eye bandit, homie. Is you crazy? Not Smokey, man. Sweet, smooth sounding Smokey.
That is crazy.
Bro, and they got his wife tied up into it, too.
So wait a minute. So not just Smokey Robinson, but Smokey Robinson and his wife?
Cracking. Allegedly.
Oh, my goodness.
So, you know.
Do you just see that there is all of a sudden this, I don't know what it is, man.
Man, trying to tarnish our
legends
or something?
What it is, man. What is going on out here?
Because look at Smokey, man. You know how he look.
Yeah.
We know no Diddy over here. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But he's a handsome brother. He don't have to do nothing crazy, man. Come on, man. Women will be paying this brother.
That is crazy to hear about Smokey Robinson.
And look, the magic number. Guess how much he's selling for? $50 million.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, they love saying $50 million, man.
Are these things really about? Is it really about the rape, or is it really about money?
The dividends.
Yeah.
Man, I can't see that, brother, because, man, we talking about Smokey Robinson, bro.
But look, okay, picture this, though, right? Picture this. All of these celebrities that are having these charges going on.
Yeah.
And I'm
it's a lot. It's a lot.
But not like that, but like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
These are black men.
Definitely. Iconic black men. Not just regular black men. They the top of the top.
Like, and my thing is like, is there like a distract? Are they trying to destroy the image of the black man, of these successful black men? Like, what is going on out here?
I wouldn't say that we are angels and all of that, but I think prestigious black people, they let their guard down when they get to a certain point. So then when the people around them get that info on them, they use it against them.
So why isn't Harvey Weinstein in jail then?
Because that's one of their boys. Not like that, but I don't know.
I'm just keeping it 1,000, bro. Yeah.
It's one of their
He's
boys.
done just as much. It's not more, allegedly.
You know how they do, man. You know how they do.
That man is still on trial, bro.
Yeah.
But Bill Cosby is wrapped up, locked away.
Yeah, they tarnish his.
R. Kelly is wrapped up, locked away.
They trying to stank him out.
Diddy is wrapped up, locked away.
Tarnish everything he touched.
And every time we turn around, they're putting a new one out there, a new one out there, a new one out there, a new one out there.
It's discouraging to the young black male, like, are they trying to promote the young black males to be raping? Like, that's what they keep on perpetuating. You know what I'm saying? Man, we can't get no women or something, man. We married.
It's not even. I just really think it's just an attack on the culture.
Definitely.
And here is what I'm going to say to all of our viewers, all of our fans, followers, everybody that's out there that's paying attention to our show. This isn't anything where we're trying to make it like a race issue or anything like that. We're just really bringing it to the forefront. Yeah. Right? And nobody wants to talk about this. Right. And everybody wants to say, oh, people always try to play the race card and this, that, and the other. This ain't that. It's just facts.
Yeah, it's facts.
It's just what
Y'all
it is.
See it. They see it, bro.
They see it.
But some people don't know what they looking at. Y'all got to pay attention to what y'all looking at.
Or some people see it, they just don't want to digest it.
Naive.
Being naive about the whole situation.
Brother. That's not good, y'all.
You know what I mean? But we will say this to Smokey Robinson. We hope that everything works out for him. We hope that everything works out for Smokey Robinson and his family, because at the end of the day, we don't want anything bad to happen to another legend.
Yeah, he's a legend, man. We love Smokey, man.
So we really hope that situation works out for him and his wife. That's just like, whoa, wait a minute.
And his wife, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? But as we always do, man, we're going to move on to the next. You know what I mean? So just last week, man.
Yes, sir.
You and I. Field trip. You know what I mean? We got a chance to
Brother Daryl hooked us up.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Daryl and his wife.
Man. Shouts out to our boy Daryl. You know what I mean? Hooked us up with some tickets, some exclusive tickets.
Excellent.
You know what I mean? To go watch one of George Clinton's final performances at the House of Blues over in Anaheim.
Cracking.
And let me tell you, that was one hell of a show, bro.
It was dope.
That was one.
We was in that thing, you know.
We were definitely in that thing. George Clinton had a lot of energy going on. There were times where he took pause because he wanted to relax on stage. But there was a lot of talent that he had on stage. That them youngsters were doing a really good job. Keeping up the party.
Yeah, and I've heard that the girls was his family members or something.
They had
like his
to
daughters or something.
Yeah, I'm sitting up there like this man has his family on stage.
Yeah, that's super dope.
Like
on tour.
They kept that party going.
Yeah.
And if you got a chance to be there, if any of you were there, definitely reach out to us. You know what I mean? And let us know what your experience was.
Yeah.
Because our experience was definitely dope. Sure. We really wanted to get an interview, but his folks were telling us that he was a little bit tired. So we really understood that. And so at some point, you know, before he goes on his final journey, we're going to really try to get bro on the show. Sure. Or if not, get an exclusive interview.
George Clinton.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, we on to the next, man. What's up?
Yeah. That was something to be excited about. And it was one of those things where you had to be there to experience it. There were a ton of people that were there. And it was a multitude of people there, all from different ages, races, like
words and everything.
Man, it was just a great atmosphere to be in, and that just goes to show how music ties all cultures in.
It's universal. Music, it's the universal language.
Yes, it is. You know what I mean? And you can see from that day that we were there, it was definitely just something to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's up. That's what's up. You know what I mean? But as we move on to the next, you know what I mean? We're going to put each other in a hot seat right now, you know, because this is our first episode, and we are really excited about this. You know, Tonto, a lot of people don't really know who we are.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. We got to tell them a little something.
Yeah, we got to let the people know, you know, who we are, you know what I mean, and how this came about. But, you know, we really want to give you all, the viewers, a little bit more in-depth about us. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, Tonto, here's what I'm going to say, man. Give the people, rather, give us 3 interesting facts about you, bro.
Okay. 3 interesting facts. Okay. My name is Tonto De Niro. You know what I'm saying? I'm a barber, image consultant.
I like that.
3 decades.
I like that.
Look, 3 decade image consultant barber. You know,
okay.
So I crafted my techniques.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the flyest cut. You know, the best image consultant you could ever have.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna chisel you to perfection. You dig?
I like that word.
Yeah. Chisel, man.
I like that. So I like the phrase "chisel to perfection."
Yeah, man.
Can we get that in a thing put
like a
chisel
voila
to perfection?
A voila, chisel to perfection. Yeah. So that's one thing about me. I'm a barber guy.
Okay.
You know, I love to cut. And another thing, I'm an artist and a producer as well.
Really?
Music.
So you into music?
Yeah.
And you producing too?
Yeah, but I'm not a rapper. But
okay.
The love of music I have, I like to create, come up with stuff, help people come up with music, right? You know, make beats, all of that, man. You know how we do,
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy, man. So as far as the haircutting thing, like, give me two of your celebrity folks that you've cut up before.
Let me see. I cut Cat Williams before.
Cat. Shouts out to Cat.
Yep. Shout out Cat. Good looking. Through Red Grant, he hooked me up with Cat. Red Grant too. I cut him too.
Shout out Red Grant. Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. Like, you know, just being around and if you got good work, people notice, and then you get hired for out jobs outside the shop. Because I'm a mobile barber. I'll pull up, come cut you up, get you right.
You were actually at a shop though, huh?
Mm-hmm. Me and my twin brother got a shop on Crenshaw called the Bougie Spot.
Hey.
Yeah, man. Shout out Bougie Q, the Bougie Spot, the Bougie Gang.
That's what's up.
It's on Crenshaw, 43rd, Crenshaw District.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been over there for about 25 years, Lamert Park. That's our little stomping ground around there.
Yeah.
Before they built the train over there, we was across the street from the shop we are now. It was called the Nelson's Mansion of Style.
That's correct. That was in the right next door to Earl's, wasn't
it? Right,
Earl's
Grill.
Yeah, shout out Earl's Grill.
Shout out Earl's, Jack, Mama Earl, Carrie, Will. Come on, man. That's fam right there. Yep. So that's how we met the squad. A lot of our mutual homies, you know. They bring brothers through.
Squad
up. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yep.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
And your brother, man. Your brother, that's Mr. Viral himself, Bougie Q.
Yeah, with the beard. Yeah, beard gang.
With the beard,
man. Yeah, shout out beard gang. I might grow my beard back, you know what I'm saying? But look, trip this. Me and that dude is twins. He 1 minute older than me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, some people be like, man, y'all don't act like brothers. Y'all don't even look like brothers, but same mama, same daddy, bro.
Ah, man.
And we both barbers.
Yeah?
Yeah, he a barber. We, in the family business, going strong, man.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up.
Bro.
That's a good little background about them, you know what I'm saying?
Dude,
good little bio about yourself, man.
So, hey, man, never about me, man. Tell me 3 things about you, man.
Oh, man.
Shoot it.
Man, so for me, bro, I would say number one, I am a certified mediator / negotiator. I've been working with kids and families since I was 18 years old.
Dope.
Bro. And I've always thought that I have this crazy dream where I always feel like I can save the world one family at a time.
Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I got to shake your hand on that. Hey, that's deep, brother. Because you're not going to hear a lot of cats say that type of stuff. So.
Yeah, man, you know what I mean? Working with kids, when I was coming up in this field, working with kids and families, I always felt like I was in the right field because, number one, it helped me with the development of my own children. Mm-hmm. But as I got to kind of really study the family lifestyle, especially the families within our community, I really sat back and I was like, damn, our families need a lot of help. We need a lot of resources. Our families face a lot of trauma within our community. You know what I mean? And our communities definitely lack a ton of resources. So for me, I just figured like I want to be out here helping out as many families as I possibly can.
That's what's up. I'm with that, man. I'll help you with that, bro. Hey, you blessed for that. So y'all just know, like, you see people like this, help them rather than hurt them. You feel me? We got to protect the teachers and the leaders,
Yeah,
so,
I appreciate that. And I will be doing like workshops around the cities based on like co-parenting and stuff like that. I just launched my business, Woods Mediation and Consultation.
Oh, man.
So if you need some So if you need some mediation services, if you need me to help you out with any type of disputes, anything ranging from divorce, commercial, to co-parenting, I can definitely help you out. You know what I mean? My goal is to keep everyone out of court because I don't believe that people should be going to court because once you go to court and you expose your personal business, guess what? You rap.
It's buzzards.
It's a rap. It's a rap.
You done already waived all your rights.
Yeah. And take it from someone that has been within that system.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So I can definitely help a lot of people out there.
Yes, sir.
But another fun fact about myself is just kind of like you, man. I am a producer of music.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
You know, I love producing music. Me and my boys back in the day, we had a crew called Westbound Presents.
Word.
You know what I mean? And
Westbound. Shout out Westbound.
yeah, man. And we used to do music, man. We did a ton of music, and I produced music all over the place, and that drove me to be able to kind of do my own thing. And coincidentally, from the music, we started our own little show. And that got me into like doing interviews and stuff like that on like red carpets and stuff,
Okay. So look, not to cut you off. give me 2 people that you think, 2 people that you interviewed that was 2 of your favorite interviews.
That was 2 of my favorite interviews. Yeah. Okay, so the first one is gonna be Snoop.
Damn, you interviewed Snoop?
Yeah,
that's hard, bro.
Yeah. The first
Shout out Snoop.
The first one is gonna be Snoop, and I'm gonna tell you why. We was at a studio over in Hollywood, California. When he pulled up, during that day, it was just me, the camera guy. He pulled up with a couple of his people, and it's crazy because the dude, Snoop had a dude that was just sitting there rolling blunts all day, bro. All day, and I was sitting there, I was like, bro, is that all you do? He was like, yeah.
Professional roller.
He was like, that's all. He just roll his blunts. I'm like, he just roll his blunts.
You gotta have a bag if somebody just stand there and roll your weed.
But honestly, I was there kind of like trying to help out another cameraman, but this was the time where I was doing my interviews, and I was like, well, bump it. Let me just ask him since he's here.
Man.
And he was like, yeah, bro.
Oh, that's tight.
Said it with ease. Like, you know what I mean? Gave me the interview, gave me the shout out, gave me the plug. Like, I was feeling really good that day because he was so down to earth. He was so humble, and he was definitely willing to help a brother out.
That's what's
you know
up.
What I mean? So that was
Shouts out to Snoop, man.
And then another one was Lisa Ray.
Ooh.
Lisa Ray's dope.
I like Lisa Ray, man.
Yeah, man. Lisa Ray's dope.
She's a nice looking lady, man.
Yeah, I had a chance to definitely be on her red carpet at her Back to Business bash. And she came with it. You know what I mean? Gave me love and just really had her stuff together. You know what I mean? Lisa Ray is always she's always been a legend.
That's
you know what I mean?
For sure.
But yeah, I've had a very interesting run in this entertainment business. You know what I mean? When it comes to interviewing people.
Yeah.
And then, I'll give you one more fun fact about myself is that I'm a traveler, man. I like to travel.
Me too. I like traveling.
Where
are you been? Where are you been?
Man, recently I just came back from Colombia. I've been to Canada. Where else have I been, man? I've been to the DR, been to Jamaica, Bahamas, bro. I've been a little bit. I've been to Mexico 1,000 times.
Right.
But I have a lot more places on my list that I really want to go to. Because it's like once I got my passport, bro, it was like just go time.
Freedom.
You know what I mean? And that's what I would tell everybody out there. If you ever had a chance to get a passport, you know what I mean? Man, get a passport and get up out of here. It's more to see than just your sector and where you're at. And that's what I always tell the homies, man. Get up out of the Crenshaw District. Go, let's go. It's a whole world to see out there, man.
Totally different mindset.
Bro. You know what I mean?
And it's beautiful, too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But that's just a little bit about, Tonto and myself.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, we started this platform because we wanted to represent our community. We are from the Crenshaw District, held right in the mecca of the Crenshaw District.
Black Beverly Hills.
You know what I mean? So we always want to make sure that we're going to put our city on. This is our first episode, but we will be back for more. You know what I mean? And we need you guys to stay tuned. We need you guys to just lock in. We will have some time that we're going on live. So if you follow our Instagram page, you follow our YouTube, you follow our TikTok, you'll be able to get all of that information. We'll also be putting out information about our raffles, our giveaways. We got some people that we're going to be
money.
pop up. Yeah,
getting away that money on y'all.
We got a lot of things in store, but this is as we continue to build.
Yep.
But Tonto,
we need them to help us build it.
We need you guys. You know what I mean? But this is dope, bro.
For sure.
It's been a good first run.
Come on, man. It's our first show, homie. It's the first one.
It's the first one. The first one of many. Shouts out to our boy Daryl. You know what I mean?
Shout out Daryl.
He's plugging us in. We are really trying to work this, and like I said, you guys are gonna watch firsthand how we built this from the ground up. So, I am your boy, Big Sin, aka Life of Sin. I'm chilling with
Tonto De Niro, aka Mr. Clean.
You already know, and we are
on to the next.
Yeah.
On.
We out of here, y'all.
West.
On to the next.